Welcome back to Iraqi Dinar today. Today, I bring you a calm, clear, no-hype update about the current movements and reforms in Iraq's financial system. This isn't speculation or rumor. It's about observed actions, verifiable signals, and what they might mean for dinar. Big steps are underway, and they are happening quietly but decisively. Iraq has been steadily strengthening its position, particularly through gold accumulation and a thorough cleanup of its banking sector. The Central Bank of Iraq has made changes to rules, bank lists, and regulatory oversight. Meetings and exchanges with former leaders, international envoys, and key financial figures are taking place. While I won't quote exact dates, these interactions are meaningful for both the currency and the overall banking system. The main point to understand is that Iraq's gold reserves are increasing. Gold is a tangible, globally recognized asset that supports long-term confidence in a central bank. More gold reduces dependence on foreign currencies and strengthens Iraq's international credibility. Think of it as ballast for a ship, necessary for stability during turbulent financial seas. Rising gold rankings may grab headlines, but the details, how much was bought, over what time frame, and how it's stored and audited, matter more. These purchases reflect structural positioning rather than sudden fixes. Alongside gold accumulation, regulators have tightened rules for banks handling U.S. dollars. Certain banks and businesses face restrictions. Why does this matter? Dollar access drives much of international trade, so limiting access forces banks to comply with global anti-money laundering rules. These steps create a cleaner system, essential for future international partnerships. While cleanup can cause short-term friction, some businesses must find new ways to operate. It lays a foundation for lasting financial stability. A key insider perspective calls the current efforts the final cleanup, emphasizing stronger compliance, bank mergers, and clearer reporting. The groundwork is done, timing remains. Stability, compliance, and institutional strength are prioritized first so that when a larger monetary move occurs, it is sustainable. Patience is critical here, as rush reforms often fail. If you want to understand what's really happening behind the headlines, stay with this video. Keep watching, like, share, and comment your thoughts below. We're about to dig deeper into how these actions tie together and what the next phase could look like. Continuing from our last section, let's focus on how gold accumulation and bank reforms are interlinked. The central bank's strategic moves show deliberate planning. Buying gold in significant amounts is not random. It involves budgets, storage logistics, auditing, and reporting. These steps signal a long-term strategy rather than a hasty reaction. By building tangible assets, Iraq strengthens its position in global financial conversations, which is essential before considering any currency adjustments. At the same time, the ongoing cleanup of banks is a critical piece. Limiting which banks can access U.S. dollars forces institutions to meet stricter compliance standards. This is about showing the world that Iraq's banking system can operate transparently and reliably. Some banks are being restructured. Some businesses may need new channels to handle international payments. While these adjustments may create temporary friction domestically, they increase confidence among international partners, rating agencies, and investors. The two tracks, gold accumulation and banking reform, work together. One strengthens reserves, the other strengthens operational credibility. Experts caution against chasing rumors. There are no secret redemption centers or private hotline systems. Those stories are myths. Real monetary reform relies on observable, verifiable steps. Public bank lists, official central bank statements, and documented policy changes. Speculation can lead to financial mistakes, such as panic selling or impulsive buying, which may harm individuals more than the system. Instead, patient, evidence-based observation is essential. Political alignment plays a significant role as well. Meetings between high-level officials and international envoys shape the pace of reforms. These discussions often cover trade, legal frameworks, and security agreements, which directly influence when and how monetary changes can happen. Even if the system is technically ready, political consensus is necessary for execution. So while bank lists are updated and gold reserves grow, timing remains a variable. For viewers, this means staying grounded, follow public and official updates, keep documentation in order, and avoid falling for social media hype. Prepare, but do not expect immediate change. Understanding the quiet work behind the scenes will help you anticipate future developments without getting caught in speculation. If this video is helping you see the bigger picture, give a thumbs up, share it with others following the dinar, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Stay with us, because next we will break down what these reforms mean for potential currency moves and how to interpret the signals that truly matter. Now, let's dive deeper into what these combined reforms, gold accumulation and bank cleanup, mean for the dinar and the financial system. Gold purchases are a visible signal of deliberate economic planning. Large-scale acquisitions require careful negotiation, budget allocation, and secure storage. They are not rumors or social media hype. When the central bank increases reserves, it strengthens Iraq's credibility with global partners. That credibility is essential for any sustainable currency adjustment. The banking sector cleanup runs alongside this. Limiting access to U.S. dollars pushes banks to meet stricter compliance standards. It ensures they follow international anti-money laundering and reporting rules. Some banks may need to restructure. Some businesses must find new ways to manage international transactions. This can create short-term challenges locally, but it builds long-term stability. For investors and citizens alike, understanding that these steps are foundations, not guarantees of immediate gains, is crucial. Political influence remains a key factor. Even with readiness on the economic and institutional side, currency execution depends on political alignment. High-level meetings between leaders and international envoys can speed up or slow down reforms. Trade agreements, security arrangements, and legal frameworks discussed in these meetings directly impact timing. The quiet work happening in banks and gold reserves is only one part of the puzzle. Political consensus is the other. Experts consistently warn against chasing unverified claims. There are no secret redemption centers or hotline systems with early access to funds. Real reforms rely on verifiable evidence, official bank lists, central bank statements, and documented policies. Acting on rumors can lead to financial mistakes, panic moves, and losses. Patience and careful observation are safer strategies. Keep documentation ready and focus on official communications. Understanding the quiet signals is key. The restriction of banks from dollar channels, combined with rising gold holdings, indicates that the system is being prepared for future monetary steps. Actions happen quietly first. Internal audits, list updates, and control transactions before any public announcement. Watching these signals provides insight into when a broader move may be plausible. If this update clarifies what's really happening, don't forget to hit like, share it with others tracking the dinar, and leave your comments. Stay tuned, because next we will explore the risks, timelines, and potential outcomes of these reforms, helping you separate hype from evidence-based expectations. Let's talk about the risks, timelines, and potential outcomes of the current reforms. While gold accumulation and bank cleanup strengthen Iraq's financial system, no one outside the highest policy circles can predict an exact date for any currency adjustment. The central bank controls mechanics, political leaders influence timing, and international partners weigh in. That's why patience is critical. Observing signals, official statements, updated bank lists, and audited reserve disclosures is more reliable than chasing rumors. Reforms often bring short-term friction. Banks may restructure, businesses may face delays in accessing U.S. dollars, and the domestic market might experience temporary disruptions. These are part of a broader structural change, designed to create long-term stability. Policymakers prioritize steady, sustainable progress over rapid moves that could fail. Think of it as temporary discomfort to ensure a stronger, more predictable system later. Political alignment plays a pivotal role. High-level meetings between Iraqi leaders and international envoys influence trade agreements, sanctions relief, and financial partnerships. A stable political settlement can accelerate reforms, while disagreements or delays can stall progress. That's why observing both the economic and political layers is essential. One without the other often leads to uncertainty, but together they create a path forward. International acceptance is another gatekeeper. Global banks and trade partners look for transparency, audited reserves, and compliance with international rules. If satisfied, they expand banking channels and restore trust in the system. If not, Iraq must continue proving its reliability, which can extend the timeline for any currency adjustment. These factors make a measured, Patient approach critical for anyone following the dinar narrative. For viewers, the practical steps are simple. Keep calm. Avoid quick decisions based on unverified claims. Follow official bank notices and central bank communications. Maintain documentation of your assets and transactions. Protect your identity and finances from scams that claim insider access. Legitimate reforms happen through formal channels, not private backdoors. If this breakdown is helping you see the bigger picture, like the video, share it with others tracking the dinar, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Stay with us because in the next segment, we'll cover who benefits, who faces risks, and what to realistically expect when reforms are fully implemented. Arming you with clear, practical knowledge, TO wrap-up, let's consider who stand to benefit and who may face challenges as these reforms unfold. Robust reforms strengthen trade partners, large institutions, and long-term investors. They also benefit citizens indirectly by supporting exchange stability and reducing inflation risk. However, short-term disruptions can impact small businesses, importers, and anyone relying on immediate dollar access. The central bank often implements reforms gradually to cushion the most vulnerable, though some temporary inconvenience is unavoidable. This is part of building a stronger, more resilient system. Timing remains a final variable. No one outside Iraq's top policy circles can pinpoint a specific date for a dinar rate adjustment. Official central bank announcements, formal bank list updates, audited reserve reports, and political agreements are the indicators to watch. Until these align, it's best to prepare but not assume an immediate change. Patience and readiness always outweigh chasing headlines or acting on rumor. Reforms are designed to reduce chaos, not create it. By strengthening bank compliance, improving oversight, and increasing reserves, the system becomes more predictable. Temporary disruptions now prevent the possibility of sudden market shocks later. This approach prioritizes stability over speculative gains, reflecting the careful logic guiding policymakers. International partners play a critical role. They monitor transparency, compliance, and reserve reporting before restoring or expanding financial links. Their confidence directly affects liquidity, exchange acceptance, and overall monetary credibility. This gatekeeper role ensures any future currency adjustment is sustainable and grounded in a reliable system. For viewers, practical steps remain straightforward. Keep records, maintain calm, avoid quick decisions based on hype, and follow official channels. Document assets and transactions, protect your personal information, and focus on public updates from the central bank. There are no secret systems or private backdoors. Formal channels are how any change will be implemented. Finally, remember that structural reform is a marathon, not a sprint. Gold accumulation, bank cleanup, political stability, and international alignment all create a strong foundation. Timing will be set by a combination of internal readiness and political consensus. Stay informed, patient, and prepared. If this video helped you understand the true picture, subscribe, share, and leave your thoughts in the comments. We will continue to bring calm, clear, evidence-based updates as events unfold. This is Iraqi Dinar Today, keeping you informed with clarity, not hype. Stay steady, stay prepared, and I'll see you in the next update.